Is it Pudsey time?
Yeah, I think. Well, is it ever Pudsey time? I think that's the question. So, we don't have a clip, but we have the trailer. Do you want to hear the trailer?
Well, I've seen.
I don't want to hear the trailer, but we're going to hear the trailer.
Okay.
Here's the trailer. Okay, here's the trailer.
He won the hearts of a nation.
I was completely blown away.
He performed across the world.
Sensational.
And now, he's ready for his close-up. In 2014, this top dog has all the right moves. Pudsey, the movie. Featuring David Walliams as the voice of Pudsey.
Yeah, well, I think that tells you everything you need to know. Here's the thing. I haven't seen it. You can do your review in just a second. If you like that, I bet you're going to like the film. And if you found that excruciating, then you probably won't.
I mean, for a start, the whole, he's in America, although, of course, he's not. Here's the thing. I am as ready as the next man to be entertained by the sight of a dog standing on its back leg and spinning round, and a pig dressed as a chicken attempting to lay an egg and accidentally doing a poo. I mean, I'm British. I understand that this stuff is...
Really? Does that happen?
Meant to be... Well, apparently so. I mean, I kind of grew up in the... But the fact of the matter is, I mean, so the story is, this family, they have to move to a place in the country that's being... Lord of the Manor is John Sessions, sort of channeling Uncle Monty, and they take the dog with them, and some stuff happens. And the funny thing is, I've got nothing against the idea of Pudsey the movie. The thing that's surprising is just how grotty a piece of work the film is, just in terms of the ugliness of the filmmaking. I mean, sometimes I've used the phrase televisual as a criticism of cinema, but no television station would broadcast this. I mean, if you're familiar with the sort of stuff that goes out on CBeebies, if you've seen things like Brum, if you've seen things like the Chuckle Brothers, I mean, believe me, that stuff is Lawrence of Arabia compared to the way this film looks. I mean, just on a technical level, it is just unbelievably bad to look at. It's also, it's not funny and all the rest of it. And you say, oh, fine, well, okay, he's being a sniffy critic. I was in a small screening, when there was some critics and I think a 4-year-old child, a very smart 4-year-old child, incidentally, who just spent the whole film just going, why am I interested in this? Who are these people? Why do I care? I mean, there is probably a way of making a Pudsey the Dog movie that's perfectly fine. This isn't it. I mean, believe me, if you go and see this, and if you pay to go and see this, you will want to get your money back, because you'll be shocked that somebody could have put something that looks that bad on a screen. It's terrible, and I don't say that with any joy at all. I don't hey, Michael Bay's made a terrible movie. It's just the Pudsey movie. It's just on a movie making level. As I said, to say it was televisual would be to do an insult to television. I think it's in cinemas because no television station in their right mind would broadcast this. Shameful, shameful. Poor Pudsey. What do you ever do to deserve it?
John Wilders, on an email, is Pudsey worse than Mrs. Brown's Boys?
Yes, I mean, it's worse made. Yes, it is.
So, so if you had to see one of those again tonight...
Oh, Mrs. Brown's Boys. Yeah, I'd see Mrs. Brown's Boys, the movie, in D-Box. I'd see the movie in the box rather than watch Pudsey again. It was terrible. Obviously, I'm getting no pleasure out of telling you this. I like dogs. I like pigs.
What's that got to do with anything?
Well, there's a pig dressed as a chicken trying to lay an egg. That's a standing joke. And a talking horse. I mean, things I like.